often. Every discussion from experience, and hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated from the West where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul, provoke thoughts so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble, the ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help the show, cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitt'n Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spitt'n Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spitt'n Pollaseedz. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking, cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitt'n Pollaseedz.
Pollaseedz. Pollaseedz. What up, y'all?
What up?
On?
It's that day.
What up?
That day.
What day is it?
That's Spitt'n Pollaseedz Day.
It's Spitt'n Pollaseedz Day.
Spitt'n Pollaseedz Day.
Y'all know what it is. It's a national holiday.
Come on. Do y'all know how important
Yeah, weekly holiday.
today is?
You all get to chill in front of your TVs, phones, monitors, or whatever you like, and sit down and get to enjoy us.
Come sit in our living room.
Bring your pens, pencils,
along
share with
us.
somebody else. Y'all should have a watch party, actually.
Man, for real.
Because it's going to be a good topic right here.
Yeah, that will.
Definitely
so
should have
too.
a watch party.
I think so too. I think this topic actually could be 2 or 3 more segments.
Yeah.
What's gonna be some sisters that don't agree with us?
Who
needs love
anyway?
Who needs love anyway?
And it would be
arranged marriages versus love marriages.
There we go.
Is there a difference?
What do y'all think? First off, I pray that we get a few women to call in. And matter of fact, even some brothers, because this could really be kind of a touchy subject / a subject that a lot of people probably would agree on. Some people would even teeter on the side of polygamy, I would say. So,
hey, that would be me. There we go.
You know, maybe I think it's one time in my life I think I would have wanted to experience that just to see.
Polygamy. That's called a threesome. No. Hey, hold on.
Oh, well,
no. What we're talking about?
No.
Okay.
Well, I didn't get those two.
But some people really believe that polygamy is one thing, and it's worth functioning on or delving into.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get into the show. We're going to get into it.
Okay, let's get into it.
No.
Not right now.
Everybody week is.
Yours first. One of y'all.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
You was going to ask me?
I was going to ask you how your week, bro.
Oh, man. Let me put in my Billy D voice. Oh, man, my week has been pretty good, brother.
Billy D.
Yeah, I had lots of women around me.
That's something that Billy D would do.
Yeah, I had some fine women around me. You feel better when you got 5 women around.
Yeah. Did you tell them that?
Well, amen.
I just want them to bring more customers into Swank.
That's right.
Y'all send the men to Swank.
Hey.
How about your week, though?
Man, look at here.
You look like you got a tan or something.
Look at here. Boy, look at here.
I saw it.
Man, I just got off the plane yesterday evening, man. Of course, I can't even front, man. She really
showed out.
Celebrates me.
Really?
Every chance she
Belinda?
gets. Man, she does.
Celebrate you.
I know looks can be deceiving sometimes, though. True.
What?
But
I know wherever she is right now, she got a smile on her face and she's really doing this. She probably pressing like and all that other shit. Go ahead.
She do.
You feel renewed.
Man, it was to get to, first of all, just to get away.
You look refreshed.
I am just to get away, from the hustle and bustle and all the other bullshit here at home, but we had a good time, man. We really did. And that's what you want. You want somebody where you don't need nobody else around to enjoy each other.
Y'all were in a bubble, would you say?
Man.
You guys were in a bubble. Y'all had y'all bubble.
In a bubble.
Uh-oh.
We was in several bubbles.
Created some bubbles.
Renewed some bubbles.
Some bubbles.
Got back in touch.
Well, we know how your week was. How about you, Trevor?
Well, hey, before I take any kind of shine, we also got to address that we also have one missing.
Yeah.
We have one of our
well, you can't do as instructed, huh? We could have did that afterwards, right?
okay, you know what? We can't. Okay, we
God,
can't.
we got to do it Trevor's way.
Yeah.
We got to do it
I
Trevor's
just
way.
want to make
Go
sure
ahead.
that we do
Go
reflect and acknowledge
Go
one of
ahead.
Go
our
ahead,
brothers
Trevor.
that are not here. But
Go ahead.
my week, I would say it was cloudy but fair with a slight chance of rain, but the sun will come out tomorrow.
The sun will come out.
Yeah, that
It
is
must have,
what it
it's
is.
been hot as hell. That's why we all got on shorts today.
Right.
No. Y'all got
whether
on
you
shorts
give
with
it.
texture, like Ernst said last week. Yours have texture.
Yeah, well,
no, I think you said it. You have texture.
Yes,
Your
texture.
kids have texture on
Yes.
y'all fits.
It's Kevin,
But
not
that's
Keith.
that's key.
Yeah,
That's
Keith don't
just-
have no shorts on.
Keith doesn't have any
He
shorts.
just got his feet out. He ain't got no socks on.
He don't all the way out his feet.
And he cut his hair off. you
Yeah,
know?
our
I
engineer,
didn't know who he
engineer
was.
cut his hair, player.
Yeah.
You know,
So I didn't cut it, but you know, bless
he
his
looks
heart.
lighter. He looks lighter.
Bless his heart.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went,
he
he
looks
went to
lighter.
another barber to
He
get
went
his
to
hair
another
cut.
one, yeah.
And what was that? Why would you cut your hair yourself when you have
You
somebody
gotta
that
come in
is
and get
an
the experience.
award-winning
Professional.
barber,
Got to get the
professional,
experience.
and you go cut it yourself? I don't understand. Hey, to each his own. I don't judge.
Hey,
But like I said, you know, I ain't gonna say it pains me, but again, back to my initial statement, my week has been cloudy but fair with a slight chance of rain, but the sun will come out tomorrow. We can go right into today's
Hey.
topic.
Monica.
That's so you don't miss EP.
Yeah.
We had
right,
to play that
right,
so you
yeah.
don't miss EP.
Go
Of
ahead.
course.
What about EP?
EP is out on relaxation. You know, he's in the swamps of Louisiana right now,
Swamp.
right?
He part of the swamp.
And
yeah.
EP, you know, bring us some gators back, and you know, I know you're probably not gonna be near them, but bring anything you can back from Louisiana, especially some of them Creole women.
You know,
Bring some of them back.
I tried to bring a gator head back,
Really?
and someone told me, yeah, I had to slay. We was on our way to the beach, or walking on the beach, man. He came out of nowhere, so I had to go in action.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I took him down,
A gator?
and then they was gonna give me the head to bring back.
Bruh.
And she wouldn't even let me bring it back. What
Don't
you
say
gonna do
that.
that? Where you gonna
What
put
you
that
mean
at?
she wouldn't let
She
you?
wouldn't
You the
let me.
man.
That's
You the
okay.
king of that.
That's all right. I'm
castle.
gonna go back and get it, Trev. I ain't gonna take her with me.
Go. Don't.
She doesn't
Go
believe in
get it.
taxidermy.
She don't tell you can't take a gator
Yeah.
head.
A gator.
Yeah.
We don't
come
see
on.
that in LA.
You get
Nah.
hood cred, street
I mean, you
cred.
could have put some tennis shoes, made some tennis shoes out
Man.
of that, everything.
I'm gonna make me go
lose my mind.
get a flight tomorrow.
Let's get into today's
Yeah,
topic,
Man, yeah,
gentlemen.
let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it.
Let's not be scared. And I
Nah,
want
I'm scared.
nobody in the audience to be scared. It seemed like we be coming up with these topics, and a lot of people shy away from it.
They do that. They do.
And the only thing we want to do is cure some of the social
Man, come on.
ills in our society.
Talk to
Well
us. We'll
put.
talk about
Well put. Well
And
put.
this is one thing that is a social ill in our society.
Yeah.
Do we need love anyway? Do you need love anyway?
I think one of the most important of all the commandments and rules is love.
is love.
One of the most important things is love. But how we love
Yes.
may not necessarily be the recipes for somebody else's heart.
So misunderstood that we don't have a great grasp on what love is.
Okay.
You know, that's why they came up with so many different forms of love. So it's really to encapsulate love in one sentence, in one definition. I don't think you could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got
What
lost.
would be you guys' top, let's say 3 words that you would say love entails? Do you guys have any? First off, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what would you, if you had 3 words to describe love, how would you define it? 3 words.
I would simply, I researched this because I wanted to know, like, even with my ex-wife, did I love her? You know, and I found out, like, what you would die for, you love.
Right.
Like, I would die for my children, you know, Will I die for her? I mean, at this time, definitely not. But when in a relationship, if you could say that you would put your life on the line for her, I think you could say you truly love her.
Well put. Well put. Kev,
Wow.
what about you? Because I know how I would use it, but you need time to think.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
all
ahead.
right. For me, I would say love is an action of unselfish sacrifice for someone else. An act of unselfish sacrifice.
I would definitely agree with that.
For someone else.
I would definitely agree with it.
I think love is also you accept that person for who they are. And even though the roads get winding, you still going on the ride with because love is not just a continuous straight road.
I would agree with that.
Winds and
the ups and downs of life.
Right. And you're there.
Yeah.
Even in the midst, like Trev said, like with the rain and in the forecast. I mean, that you can parallel that with love, because with love, it's not going to be bright and sunny every single day.
I agree.
I just wanted to, do you really need love to be married though?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Because if we look at marriage, like marriage is we're going to take it back into those archaic times. Marriage was between two families, and it could bring about prosperity in those two families. We married for business. Okay, you
some people don't even
think
think it's a business, and I mean, like some of my family members say, it's not a business. Happy wife, happy life. I'm like, bullshit. But I really do believe that one of the first businesses that God blessed and anointed was marriage. I really think it is business, because you have a goal. If you have every single business has a goal and an objective and a purpose. So if you have a help meet, then that means the business of your marriage or the relationship with the person that you with has a mission and a purpose. So it's like, how do you not think marriage is a business? Because let one of y'all not handle business, watch what happened. Not to take anything away from any validity of what you were saying, but
yeah, you already did brother. That. I mean, shit. Just cut me right off, and I just had
kept going. Huh?
I had
he cut you off in traffic. Huh?
Okay, keep going there, buddy.
Our engineer is like just really like
great points, man. Hey, he at the cost of my demise.
Yeah, cut you off in traffic, and you still fussing and cussing.
Cut you off in traffic.
I don't even remember what I wanted to say after that.
Okay, so let me ask. Go ahead, brother.
But I just want people to make some comments, follow whatever you love, or if you think marriage needs love to really survive or thrive, because some people are in marriages and they're just existing. It's not a thriving, healthy relationship. Get out. And I want to know, is it because they're in love and they fell out of love? I always knew that falling in love was a misnomer. You don't just fall in love. That means you can fall out of love. I don't think love is that fickle. You know what I mean?
True love. I agree.
If you truly love that person, you're not just gonna fall. I fall on it and I can't get up. and call that love.
I'm with you.
I reread parts of a book. It was The Road Less Traveled by M. Scott Peck. He was a psychologist, and he talks about love, and he talks about love is really a mystery. I equate it to like how we attempt to make God all these different things. You got all these attributes of God, and we give love is quite the same to me. in our human brains to wrap our brains around what God is to almost wrap our brains about what love is.
Yeah.
Because love is God, right?
Right. Yep.
God is love.
Absolutely.
God is love.
Absolutely.
So we in our limited thinking, it's hard to really digest truly what love is. That's my thought process on it.
Let's what up? Because EP saying what's up to us, and he just left a comment. What did he say? I think in order for the relationship to last, you need a partner. I think a percentage of love in the union.
Okay.
What does he mean by that?
Trev
he would
say
have to call
expound
in.
on
He would
that
have to call in.
EP or even or call.
Yeah,
If he
might
can,
be on
because
a plane.
he's
he
on a
can.
plane. No, he should be traveling.
No,
right
he
about now.
he just shot that.
How about
message.
this? If you need me to pick you up from the airport, leave that message. Let me know now because I've been drinking.
For real.
Go ahead.
No, that's what I was just going to say. I was just going to leave it there until we explore further, especially with marriages. You know, what legally marriage became. I mean, you can't marry more than one person in this United States, in most states in America, right? And then I often think about, like, if you can cure something, a social, I'm not going to say error, something socially that is plaguing us. We know the percentage of women to men, we know the numbers. How do you cure that without taking on more than one wife?
I completely agree, because I do think that if men are able to take care of as many wives as they could and afford, I think that we as men need to do that, to be a covering and a protection for our women. But we have to genuinely know, understand, and be capable of loving them the way they need to be loved. Unfortunately, socially and culturally, it seems to be taboo to say that you love more than one person. But here's the thing: men, you are supposed to love your wives as Christ loved the church. Women, you are to respect your husband. So if we have women and we are love and we give love, especially according to my definition. If we love, sometimes we even question ourselves, can you love more than one woman? Right?
I believe so.
A lot of men deal with that. But because of the confines of how it is in the Western world, we're confined to just loving one woman. Now, I do firmly believe that we have been polygamists in a different sense of the word. So, for example, a businessman would cheat with his secretary, his accountant, and his assistant. His assistant would tell him and know his schedule, how to go, what to do, and what's going on. The accountant will let him know what's in the budget, how much money we can spend, and what would be the tax write-off. So you got his assistant, his accountant, and then you have his secretary. His secretary would write out his schedule, let him know his schedule, coordinate with the secretary. The secretary would then coordinate with the accountant on which way to move would be more financially feasible, and then they all move forward so to help the businessman. So now all three of them are his helpmeets, and then usually businessmen cheat with their assistants, secretaries, or accountants. Women are oftentimes more accurate and a lot better in accounting and numbers than men. Women, one of their characteristics is more organized, more determined, and much more mature in certain areas than men. We need our women. We need our sisters. We are dependent.
I just need a couple of them. I need a lot of help. I need a lot of help, y'all. I need more than one person probably can deliver.
Behind any man, and I truly believe the spirit around every successful man is the spirit of a woman. Not behind every man is a woman, but the spirit that illuminates around every successful man is the spirit of his woman.
You're afraid to use behind because
I don't think a woman. She came from my side. I'm the leader. So
I mean, why are you afraid to use behind? You know, I mean,
we can't. But of the spirit of a woman if you had a woman that loved you, her whole spirit would make sure you okay, and she would respect you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. As a let's take it as a. Are you familiar with cycling, right, or race car driving? You know, the first car, or even birds flying. I mentioned this to somebody the other day. The man is the one that breaks the draft, so the woman can follow behind the man very easily, especially if he's a trailblazer. She is to catch the draft behind him.
You want to know why? Because that one that's leading, know where he going.
Yeah.
Now,
so
if you don't know where you're going, you don't need a female to help you meet nothing. If you don't have a sense of direction.
We're talking about us. We know where we're going. We
you
have
said the bird thing.
I'm saying is I'm liking it. You're a trailblazer. You know where you're going. So you're the first person to, okay, let me use it in Belizean terms. You're the first person to take the machete and go through the
trees,
the bush,
through the bush, and then you go through the bush, and you follow me, making the way, and she follow you.
Yeah.
You understand?
I know where I'm going.
You understand now?
Let's go. We going.
Yeah.
We going. I know where I'm going.
So she would have to follow you in that aspect.
If you know where you're going.
If you know it, we're gonna say you know where you're going.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
I hope you know where you're going.
You didn't pick up the machete for nothing.
Right.
Oh. Alcohol abuse.
Picked up the machete and dropped the drink.
Abuse. Yep.
Pick up the machete and drop the drink.
Yeah. But I just think it's nothing. We sometimes get into these things of we mischaracterize words, you know, that, like manipulate, like you want to manipulate your family. Now manipulation is a bad word, but to manipulate something is not bad. Every artist does it. EP manipulates the keys to get the sound that he wants out of it. Some of my friends, they manipulate the canvas to get the art that they want on it. We have to manipulate certain fabrics to get the garments that we want.
So what do you guys think that? And I agree.
I mean, I'm just trying to.
No, for sure. I applaud that.
Yeah.
So culturally, how do you think black men feel about an arranged marriage? Let's say, how do you think we feel about an arranged marriage? Going into a marriage, what do you guys think about it?
Hold on. Before we go there, Trev, give you the answer. Let's read some of these comments. You know, Kevin Phillips, he laughed and he said, y'all funny. Where he from? And I don't know who this was really directed to. Where you get your beliefs from. Sounds like y'all being ran by women.
Huh?
Yeah.
Bruh. Call in, man. We would appreciate
I don't even get that.
Call.
I don't even get that, but
we would appreciate a phone call for clarity.
You better check the pedigree around this.
Yeah, please call in so that you can share your views with us.
I was ran by a woman once upon a time in my life, and she happens to be my mother. And that was it. You know, that was it. I don't mess with females that got a package. So I'm the only one with the package. You know, so
is that what he was?
I guess I don't know.
No, Kevin, please call in so we can get some clarity.
Yeah, let's get some clarity.
I would love to have a dialogue.
We can have a dialogue all day.
Yeah, man. I think that would be good. Good to call in.
But at the same time, culturally, and call in, and then we'll go from there. I don't want to just assume anything.
So back to the initial question. As a culture, how do you think we as men feel about either an arranged marriage or marriage because we're in love or because we love? Kanum.
You know, the greatest thing for me was if I would accept that my daughter would do it.
What do you mean?
You know, as an arranged marriage or being in even my daughter being in
okay.
We
there
do
we
have
go.
a
I think that's Kev. Come on.
Okay,
Let him
ladies
through,
and gentlemen.
Keith.
let's
Ladies
talk
and
about it.
gentlemen, we have a caller. Caller, please tell us your name, your question, and or
That's
comments.
Kev. That's Kev. What's up, Kev?
Oh, nothing much. You can call me Spud, man. I ain't
Oh, it's
exactly
yeah. Okay. Well, normally EP will do it, and he not here. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
my
brother.
bad,
Go ahead.
My bad. No, but the reason I said it sounds like y'all being ran by women
Mm-hmm.
is because one brother was talking about he understands that we could have multiple wives, this or that, that or that. And then you say, well, a woman count better than a man. I don't know where y'all getting this from.
No, it's a fact. Are you good at math? No, I know it is. I know it's a fact. I know it's a fact.
If you said,
go ahead, Kev.
If you said that a woman is better nurturing or this or that, then I could agree with something like that because a woman is dealing with emotions. But when it comes to logic and math, that's why men are the builders.
No one said logic. No one said logic.
Math and numbers, all that work together.
No one said logic.
How many women you know in construction or building things?
Yeah, I would agree.
What does that have to do with math, accounting, or organizational skills?
I would agree with that.
What does that have to do with math?
I agree. What
does that have to do with organizational skills?
I agree.
And what does that have to do with accounting? No. Maybe, just maybe, call me crazy. Either you know at least 3 mathematician teachers, and you are also good with accounting, and you're also good with secretarial work. Am I right? I don't know. Maybe
secretarial work is different from math.
I don't know too many. I said women are usually more organized, more determined, and much more mature. They're good at math. Yeah. So now, I don't know how many men you know that do secretarial work, but bless your heart if you do. I don't know how many men you know that are math teachers in a junior high school, elementary, or collegiate level. But please do let me know the information. I don't know how many men you know that are assistants that go ahead and get some people coffee or get their fight arrangements or whatever else. But maybe you do, Trevor. So if you do, what I said was secretary, account. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Take a breath. I'm sorry. Kev, I would agree with you, bro. I'm. This is Canoe. I would agree with you. I'm going to agree with you. No. Let me make a point.
Said.
I agree with your point already.
I was giving you a sprinkle of it, and I was referring and responding to your point. If you allow me to make my point, then maybe you'll have some really.
No, this is somebody different. This is somebody different, bro.
That's like this. Just because you don't pick watermelons, don't mean you ain't the best watermelon picker.
What?
Just because it's not a lot of men, so you quick to answer. But you're not taking the time to understand what I'm saying.
Okay, Kevin.
Just because it's not a lot of men, just because it's not a lot of men in the secretarial field or the accounting field or even in banking, doesn't mean they don't count better than women. Just because they're not in that field. Men should.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just wanted to agree with you. This is Canoe. You were talking to Trevor. I want to agree with you. So we do have different views on this show, and that we all will express them at some point. But you make some great points. I'm going to say some of the greatest mathematicians in the world were men.
Period.
They were men. So
period.
Yeah. So I'm going to agree with you on the mathematician part. Now that secretarial part, I think women are, because a secretary caters to whoever she's secretarying for. Exactly. She's organizing and everything. I would agree with that part.
Right.
Even though Trevor, he tends to, tippy toe around certain subjects because, he wants to be favorable to the women. And I understand that. But, me, I don't give a.
You're going to speak the truth.
Myself. But Trevor, he likes to dance. Trevor is the dancer.
Actually, a double ex-girlfriend, a conversation that y'all had way back. Yeah, not your ex, but your ex before that. Ask her what you said during the conversation when y'all was together 3 months before y'all broke up. She will break it down to you and let you know, oh, what you said was X, Y, Z. They have memories like elephants. Women have very good memories and dates.
They remember what they want to remember.
Period.
Let's move on.
Period.
But anyway,
Well,
Kev,
thank you, man.
Thank you for calling in, man.
And
we appreciate
understand.
your call, man.
We got you.
You got to have the cojones now.
Yeah.
You know, and he had the cojones to call in.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too. I gotta give this props for calling in. Thank you, man, for calling in.
You
seriously.
You let you share your toys, but they're your toys. You see what I'm saying? That goes back to the statement when I said, look, I'm the only one with the package.
Somebody said I'm the only one.
No, I said that.
Oh, okay.
She can play with them, but they belong to me.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We can share.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. What do you think society's views is on whether it be arranged marriages or marriages of love? What do you think society's view is on it?
Because we were raised in this Western society, we're taught monogamy is the way, right? So we're taught that you find love. We taught like you find the love, you find the American dream, the white picket fence in the house, the 2 children, the 2.5 children, whatever it is. That's ingrained in a lot of young people from birth,
right?
You know what I mean? And a lot of women, they think they have this fantasy of this fairy tale wedding and sorts, and I think we have to come off of that. We really do, because they want the white picket fence and all of this stuff. And a marriage has to make sense. I would tell my daughter the same thing. If this wedding doesn't make sense, don't do it. I always believe in marry before you carry, and my daughter did the opposite of that. You can only train them so far, and what they should do.
Right.
But my daughter told me she was thinking about being in a I don't like to say alternative lifestyle, because that would imply like they were, in something else. But I'm going to say a polygamous relationship, and if I can accept that for myself, I should be able to accept if it's right. They have these pseudo relationships and these pseudo divine unions, and I don't think they're right. They're not traditional at all. And I think what we used to do as Africans, I think we kind of revert back to that. I like Sherazad Ali. She talks about like who taught us monogamy was the way. That was a learned thing we learned here in America, and this Western society, and they're not good at it.
Right.
50% of the marriages end in divorce. You gonna tell me that's good? And then we're gonna take it higher when it comes to black people. It's more like 70%, 60 to 70% of black marriages end in divorce. That's are you guys can't be in love, right?
You love for a moment, and oftentimes, if you marry in for, let's just say, love, that's pretty much an emotion. And sometimes some people end up rushing into it, and they fall into a relationship, or they'll fall out of love. And oftentimes, we as men, because we want to fix things of that nature, because she wants a relationship, she wants a marriage, we have a tendency to try to fix that for them. Then they want a divorce, but our issue comes when they want half. We do it because she wants.
This is one of the reasons I think arranged marriages probably would work better in our culture, because a lot of times the person that wants to be in this relationship, they're looking at it with rose-colored glasses.
I agree.
They're so infatuated with this person. You're not looking, does this motherfucker even have a job? How is he going to sustain my daughter? And I've had conversations with gentlemen. Oh, we have another caller. I love this.
Keep them coming in.
Give them both.
Keep them coming in.
Caller, please tell us your name, question, or comment.
This is Spencer
What up, Spence?
Spencer.
Hey, so I got a comment.
Sure.
So even though you might not agree, I think the opposite is better than arranged marriage, which would be love marriage. And you may not agree with me, but I think arranged marriages are bad personally, because it would be somebody else forcing you to marry a certain person that maybe you got nothing in common with and maybe you'd be miserable with. And love is not only about physical attraction, it's about connecting with someone as well.
Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree.
Right.
Only simply because, and love. I'm just gonna use some of the cliche stuff like love is blind. You know, if my grandmother told me, the woman I married, that I shouldn't have married her, and I should have listened to my grandmother. She saw some things that I did not see because I was in it. So a lot of times people that are not in it and they can see, she saw her for what she was. She could, as a woman, could see some things that I could not see.
And your grandmother told you that?
And she told me that. She was like, no, she not the one. And I went ahead and was like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway because you know, I'm grown and I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyway. I just wanted
I understand what you're saying. So let me ask you this. At the time, what did you like about that woman?
Good question.
But that was so long ago, I can't even remember. Or do I care to tell? I mean, it's so old. All of it was lies, Spencer. All of them was lies. Whatever I liked was a lie, Spencer. It was a lie. So we can't even say anything that I liked about her was factual. It was all frivolous.
Next topic.
You just didn't listen to your grandma.
I should have listened to this woman loved me, and I know she wanted the best for me. So I should have really listened to them. And let's talk about the people that do it, and they do it in the sense of like, this is gonna. Spencer, what's your last name?
Oh, I just wanted to say I'm glad I called it.
Okay, we're gonna call you Spencer, Mr. Spencer. We're gonna connect.
I'm glad I called it.
But Spencer, let me. I know you said you lean
towards
love versus arranged, but even those marriages that's supposed to be built on love will give you some of the same results that arranged marriages or outcomes that arranged marriages would give you. So you still hurt, you still go through the BS, you still go through unnecessary stuff, you still end up being miserable.
I'm going to argue that later on during the show. I'm going to argue that.
Yeah,
that's a good statement, Kev.
Last comment.
Go ahead.
So I agree to disagree with you. I think either way, marriage is going to be like, sometimes you guys are going to be getting along really well. Everybody, whether you're friends with somebody or it's a love, you're going to disagree and get in arguments sometimes. But what I don't like about arranged marriages is that it's somebody else. Even though sometimes somebody might know what's best for you, I think you should be able to make your own decisions.
At the end of the day, I agree with you. I mean, you could be like, nah, y'all didn't pick the right one. You know what I mean? Go back. And
did you watch Coming to America?
With Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it a long time ago.
Yeah. So they end up, making their own mind up, even from a arranged.
I would have married Vanessa Bell Calloway.
Yeah. Right.
I would have married her before the other.
Even Coming to America too with Tiana Taylor.
Yeah. And then shoot.
Well, anyway, you have a good night.
You too.
All right,
thanks, man. But it's crazy, real quick, Trev, that you said your grandmother told you that, and it's true, man, that mothers tend to know.
Yeah.
Mine's told me on the day of.
Yeah, I think.
Bruh.
I think when we don't,
Like I
when
would
we
be
don't,
so.
Before you go up there,
when we don't listen to our elders, I think we should seek counsel with our elders. That's the way it's been.
hands down, I think when you're younger and you get married, it's a, hey man, I wish you the best and good luck. When you're older, then I'm like, hey, congratulations.
Yeah,
Because you have a better and clearer understanding of
I agree with
who and how you are. And then on top of that, when people say you want to get old and then acquire shit, you need to have somebody to share that with shit with. Like, I give a shit. My thing is, you don't have to share your material goods with someone, but if someone is willing to share your experiences out of due respect, out of someone that's willing to understand your journey, to help promote growth and pass it to a next generation, if someone is there to help you leave an inheritance to your children's children, that's somebody that you want to share with. I don't need to share my car with you. I don't need to share this. No, we need to share what we're going to help others with through seeing us grow, helping them, uplifting them, encouraging them, especially our lineage. That's who you want to share something with. So when people go through relationships and they to me it's deeper than the shallow surface that we've been swimming in.
Yeah.
In being married. And,
Yeah.
I do agree with to a certain extent. I agree with arranged marriages, because I don't think arranged marriages necessarily have to be something that is forced or something that is bad, but instead, to be in all honesty, if I was to have a son, right? Okay, Canoe, I think that you and Irvin's daughter probably would be cool together as friends because of who you and I are and how we think. You know what? Those two at least need to be introduced to each other. Let's see if they build a friendship, right? You have two sons. If you and I are cut from the same cloth, we want our children on the same table. Okay, you know what? One of my daughters is into the same thing that Kevin is into. Then me and Kevin have the same background, the same history, the same mentality, the same point of view and perspectives. It's like, you know what? Let me introduce you to Kevin's son, because if you guys get along, you guys have more things in common. Your fathers both agree with one another. Our families are both in harmony. We could help you with child rearing. We could help you with directing you in finances. We could help direct you spiritually so that you can, even if he doesn't believe in the same things I may believe in, you have the yin and the yang, and then you guys can make your own decisions and we'll support your decisions. So for me, I just think that it could be a positive thing, not something that is just necessarily forced. But we do have some clips. I don't know if Keith has them, but where arranged marriages go wrong because the parents assumed that their child would be a good fit for the other one.
I mean, you have to know the child, right? You have to know the child, and who knows the child better than should be the parents, you know, or the grandparents. Or I think it should be a collective decision, not just one person. Like this person is going to get married to set person. It has to make. They even did it in biblical times. It tells you in the Bible, don't mix your seed with the Canaanites. That's arranging marriages. You are not to go over there and mix your seed with the Canaanites. So it's been done since the beginning of time. It's just we have gotten so far away from it because we're so freedom. We have this freedom to do as we want to do, and I think sometimes we're not equipped with the proper knowledge and skills to pick even a good wife, especially at an early age.
So when you guys, let's just say, me personally, I think a lot of men view marriage differently. What we do see is we get used. What we don't want is to get divorced. And I think socially, that's and culturally and socially, it's a status thing. Okay, you look like you're untouchable, or you're the forbidden fruit, right? So personally, I think a lot of men, they want to be in a fun, good, happy, respectful partnership. And I also believe that we want to be a part of we want to be a power couple. Now
Yeah.
I don't know you guys may stand. Okay, cool, thank you. So now, if those are some of the things we desire, I think oftentimes we kind of deviate from that. What would you guys say are some of the things that you guys would want in a let's say an ideal or a perfect marriage, socially and culturally, for yourselves?
I think the biggest thing for a man is loyalty.
Do you think that would
You
happen
know,
in an arranged marriage or out of love?
I think loyalty. If she does not want to shame her family, she's gonna be loyal. And if they deliver the right amount of dowry, you better be loyal, because you don't want to go through keep giving this stuff away as each marriage comes about.
I agree. You have some arranged marriages that kind of almost go awry, and as a father in an arranged marriage, and you see your child not necessarily having their, because you can't make the heart do what it don't.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a clip, I believe, coming up where it was an arranged marriage, but I would think that one of the parents, whether the father, the mother of the bride or groom, would kind of question, did I make the right decision? Let's see if we have that clip, and we'll go from there. That right there was like an example of, okay, here's an arranged marriage, but hey, I just seen what just happened to, or in the midst of that reception. It's like you got to second guess it, but the twist is they don't necessarily believe in divorce. So in a situation where there's an arranged marriage gone wrong, would you think that you should have marriage for love, even though love's the feeling, it may be temporal? Love or arranged? What would you lean more towards? Love or arranged marriage for yourselves?
And no divorce.
They don't believe in divorce.
Is it money tied to it?
Sometimes there's a dowry tied to it, attached to it.
Yeah.
You'll give something, or you'll make a sacrifice
so
that you can have this woman's hand in marriage.
Yeah. I mean, I have a question. I don't know if I would participate in a arrange. I think if they allow a courtship before the actual marriage, I would, try to get to know this person as much as I can to see what type of person she is.
Good.
Before I make that type of decision, because if you're talking about to death do you part, I mean, that's it can be a short term, it can be next week, and or it can be for the next 30-40 years.
They sometimes when they do get together and it is arranged, some of the fathers will get together, or the head of the household will get together and let the children intermingle, and then see how far they can go, whether they agree or not. So it does go like that sometimes, according to what you're saying. Can you want to say something?
No, I was one of the things that we don't even do much in our society is, and I'm sure you heard it on this show many times, that when you marry someone, you're just not marrying them. You're marrying their family.
Right.
Yeah.
That
is a true statement.
That is why you need seek counsel from other family members before you make this big leap.
I agree.
Big decision.
That's one of the things. Not to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna read a comment because it came right at the same time we were discussing that, and it was from Belinda. It was like, do we agree with arranged marriages? And then what if there isn't an attraction
An attraction?
Attraction to the other person.
Like the person doesn't. You
like
ever?
Mr. and Seeley.
Well, in it, they also allow the children that are of marriage age to see if they do get along.
Well, I think she was talking about physical
attraction.
Yeah.
If the man is successful enough, I think the woman will learn to love him.
But what is the other way around? Like if I'm Mr.
My family better know don't bring no bugaboo.
Right. Well, see, that's
my doorstep.
Right. It's arranged, not forced.
Yeah.
It's arranged, not forced.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
If she is, you know me. You know me, Pops. Yeah. You know me, Mama. You know my grandparents know me. They know what kind of woman I want.
Because even Mr. wanted the sister, but he ended up with Seeley.
They know I want them melanated, natural, just smell like.
Man.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, she got to be.
Had that before.
She got to be. That's right.
Anyway,
she got to be fine as wine. If it's me.
I'm just saying, they know what I want. They not gonna set me up because they don't want their grandchildren to be looking funny. Come out looking funny.
Looking funny.
Yeah, looking funny.
Yeah.
Like who that?
But one of the good
Alexander.
things though about an arranged marriage is it also strengthens the family unit. You also have a lot of support, and then you also have help and assistance with raising or rearing the child. So everybody wants to get in on what can I do for you, and like Irvin liked to clown me about it's more communal. It's like a lot of things are centered around you, helping and assisting you and the children. Okay, you guys got to do something. Listen, you guys going out on this evening or a date or whatever. A lot of the family members would be like, okay, let me watch the kid. Not, hey, can you watch Junior for me? No, it's like, hey, you guys going out? Yeah. Okay, I got them. Okay, I'm cooking. Okay, we're going to the park. Okay, we're going to the. People in the arranged marriages also hold themselves accountable. And I think that's also important. If everybody in your circle, or and you guys are communal, they're going to ask you first. Hey, let me go. You know what? I got this book. I'm gonna bring it over there. I'm gonna read to the baby. Okay, I'm going to childbirth. If you're gonna have birth at home, home birth. If you want to, all their other resources, they'll also offer you versus you going out and looking for some kind of a help and won't charge because they're doing it out of love. So that's also another, a pro of being in an arranged marriage. We help put you guys together and we're going to help your marriage succeed.
Well, then,
help the marriage last.
Like Kanum said, there has to be a level of, I have a need list. If for this to happen, I these are the things, like to do list where I need this to come along with that.
Yeah, they know she can't be 300 pounds and 5'2". That is not gonna work for me.
Yeah, I mean, because if she try,
she may not be around for long. And we want to have a long-lasting, healthy family, and it wouldn't seem that she would be cared about the health of the family being morbidly obese. So I know my family wouldn't do that to me. They know that would not work. You know what I'm saying? And I think that any time you set it up like that, and you made a great point where the family, they participate. Guess what my grandmother would do? Oh, he like this. She almost gonna tell you, oh girl, cook this. I'm gonna give you the recipe for this. Cook this. This gonna keep you. Love come through what my grandmother say. A man find his love through his stomach or something like that.
Yeah,
something of that.
A way to a man's heart is through
his stomach. A way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
I know. Yeah,
and them sharing recipes and
loins.
Yeah,
but I would take this trip we just came back off of and going to South Beach and seeing some of the shit that I seen, and they're lining
the
up.
bikinis or the
Oh man, it was
thongs
man, even the full
figured women.
No, even I'm trying to say bathing suit was even bikinis. But there was baby hair, and I mean a lot of it. But I'm just saying, I would take for a lot of them women, man. I would take my chances with the shorts. I would have swam. I would have.
You gonna dive in this ocean?
Yeah.
Just go swim.
Just fuck it.
You did not like what was on Miami.
It was just
on South Beach. She didn't like it.
Man, there was some stuff out there.
You didn't know if she was a woman or a man.
Had that too.
You was confused.
It was a lot. It was a lot
hard
of
dating
skiing.
in these times.
It was a lot of skiing.
It is.
It's hard dating.
It is.
You beat and fell in love with a whole.
Oh man.
The same gender.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh. Damn.
Now, what if they left that out in the arrangement?
Oh, forgot to tell you.
I forgot to tell you.
Let me see the baby picture.
His ass.
Yeah, let me see the baby picture.
Yeah, let me. Then no,
damn.
They would definitely know that this biological.
But they got on the whole covering though. You know, hey,
wasn't too much covering, Trev.
Right
this week.
This was a very good.
So we
show.
didn't even say. I guess we do
part two
with an arrangement with a little love.
Arranged love. Arranged love. Or deranged love. That would probably be.
Did you say deranged?
Deranged or arranged love?
Deranged.
Deranged.
This was a good topic. I do think that we chipped the tip of the iceberg this week, but I do think that this would probably warrant another show. If you guys are interested in it, please do call us or text, leave a message, like and share so that someone else can hear, so that we can get your feedback. Should we go on into a part 2 of this? Because I think we just swam in the shallow end this week, but there is a deep end to come, and it is probably more of a more full and robust topic, especially when we have another perspective with Urban here next week. I'll say this. You can't make the heart do what it don't. You can have an arranged marriage, but if this person is not necessarily attracted to nor like, it might not work. But often the flip side to that is they give the children the opportunity to find out whether or not they do get along, they do gel well together, and then go from there. It's not necessarily forced, it's just arranged. And another thing, when God says no, you could be in love, and many times a lot of us have been in love, and there's somebody that we were interested in and we wanted to be dedicated to, we wanted to get whisked off into the future and or even marriage, but God told you no. And then when you look back later on, you're like, thank God. Arranged by God. This marriage was arranged by God. Right. Wow. Right. That's a whole nother thing. And all of us, we need to do what really works for us. And if you're young, like we said earlier, we'll say, we wish you the best and good luck. And usually when you're older, it's like, congratulations, because we don't necessarily know ourselves. If you're going into an arranged marriage and you have family members that are also wiser and you seek their counsel, they can probably guide you in a better direction other than what your heart is feeling at that time and in that moment. So, you might want to rethink some things as a younger person. That is going to be an investment into your future. Also, do remember, young men and women, your suitor or the person that you wish to spend the rest of your lives with probably should be an investment, because there's a stronger possibility of a return. Until next Spitt'n Pollaseedz Day, we wish to see Irvin again here in the studios. We wish to also have you like and share so that someone else can hear. And we all appreciate your views, your likes, and continued support. Until next Spitt'n Pollaseedz Day, we'll talk to you soon.
I miss my best friend. I miss him.
Oh, did you know that 35% to 50% of divorces in America versus 4% of divorces in arranged marriages? Only 4% end up in divorce.
Yeah, I believe it.
35 to 40 in the ones that are with love.
Yes.
Wow, did not know that.
Yeah. And did you know that most of the Now this is going to twist your knuckles. Did you know that most lesbian marriages end in divorce? 70%. It's higher than the marriages between men and women.
Really?
Yeah. So we know that the women were the problem the whole time.
Hey, good night. And with saying that, ladies and gentlemen, good night.